It's terrible. Yeah. Yep. We should be live here in a second. It's connecting. And we're live. You gotta jam out with me, man.
Welcome to the Detox Podcast. Yeah. Yes. Welcome to the Detox Pod, where we don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah. Welcome to the Detox Podcast. Yeah.
Who would have thought, man? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We're here. We're doing the thing. Welcome back to the Detox Podcast. I'm your host, Darren Rita. Feel free to connect with me at any of the links down below. Got new music down there. Got links to Patreon, Instagram, website, all that fun stuff. So feel free to check any of that out. If you're new here and you enjoy music, podcasts, or comedy, also do consider subscribing because we got a whole lot of that going on around here. Now, I've got a fun guest today that I'm going to be hanging out, shooting the shit with. I haven't seen in a minute. But before I get to him and introducing him and whatnot, I got to talk to you a little bit about car insurance. These days, it seems as if we're able to do more and more from home. So while you're at home, why aren't you saving money on your car insurance? Your hometown agency, Kenosha Auto Insurance, has specialized for years in simple, hassle-free car insurance using the latest in touch-free technology to help you and your family get the best rates. So what are you waiting for? Give them a call today, 262-448-4141. That's 262-448-4141. I fucked it up. There we go. The website's kenoshains.com. One last time, it's 262-448-4141. Give them a call. Tell them D-Rita Detox sent you. The worst that could happen is you will get the best rates. We've helped a lot of people get car insurance, so give them a call. They're good people over there, and they help support the show, so shout out to them. Now, with all that out of the way, I'm pumped to welcome back to the podcast a man who the OGs will know. They'll know as Lil Klit if they're really, really well versed in the ethos of detox and my music career and that sort of thing. He's been a friend of mine for a while, so let's give a wet detox welcome to Kevin Klitzka. He's here.
Thank you, guys.
In the building. Did you guys miss me? We did.
It's been a long time.
How you been, man? 95 weeks. It was 95. I checked before. You were on episode, like, I forget the first, maybe 8 and 16. And then...
Well, a lot's changed in 95 weeks.
Yeah.
That's the least I could say.
Yeah, definitely. What's been the biggest change in 95 weeks?
Life, dude.
Life? What about it? You can't just give me life. You got to give me some more concrete evidence than that. Like, I need something tangible. Sink my
Switched
teeth
jobs for like 2 weeks, transferred to a different B-dubs, and then came back.
Were you working at B-dubs then too?
Yeah, in Gurney.
Oh yeah, no, but you weren't working at B-dubs way back when I had you on the show. I don't think in 16, like the 16th episode. It's like 2 years ago. This is 2019.
Also no.
It's been 2 fucking years, dude. It's crazy. We went viral.
Yeah, we went viral on TikTok.
TikTok. That was big. You know, that was like a couple months ago. That was cool. That was at B-dubs. So
yeah, I've only been there for like a year.
Oh, a year? It's been a year. Wow, that's crazy, man. It's it's wild how we'll have, like, it ebbs and flows when I get to see you for a while and then I don't see you for a while. And it's funny, I was talking to McKenna before we went live. I was like, Kevin's mom is always like, you know, you're gonna be his best man at his wedding.
She loves you.
And, you know, shout out to your mom. I'm sure she'll see this. I'm sure she'll be excited to see that we're kicking it and whatnot. But it got me thinking. You know, we're 22 years old. We're getting to the age where friends of ours are getting married, and like people we know are having kids, and like, how does that make you? How do you feel when you see that, when you see people getting married, and like, is that something that you would even be ready for, or is that something like
thought at
you
one
thought?
point in time?
Really?
But maybe.
Well, were you thinking about like getting married like soon?
Not now. Not anytime soon.
Okay.
Not in any foreseeable future of mine.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Could you though? Could you in theory get married right now if it was the
Yes.
right person?
Yes.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. I don't think. I mean, I'm not. I think I am with the right person, and I don't think I'm
Just
getting
not
married
right now.
anytime soon. No. McKenna's back
Kids
there.
are
She
a
agrees
different
with me.
story.
Yeah.
So because I do not make enough money to support. I mean, I do, but then I wouldn't have enough money for myself.
Yeah.
Because it would all be poured into my kid.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no.
And too, like, as a human being, dude, it kind of freaks me out when, like, I think about, like, how much, like, power you hold as an adult of like a parent of a child to like make a positive human being or make a fucking piece of shit human being, and like that's a lot of pressure to put on a person.
Yeah, that's how I feel with my dog because I have her and like I can't do half of the stuff that I was doing when I didn't. So it's practically a kid. But like
People
not
with
as
kids
many.
get pissed when people say
yes,
that.
but like it doesn't entail all the responsibilities of a child, but definitely changes my everyday life.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to. There's like things
Because
you
it's
have to
still
take
another
care of.
living
Yeah,
creature that I have to support
yeah.
because it cannot support itself by itself.
That's definitely true. I think like with why I'm kind of nervous with like children though is like you have a like there's psychological like
Oh, yeah.
torment that you could put them through by like not being attentive enough or being too attentive, like not spoiling your kids too much or not doing shit for them. Like it's just like I don't know. There's a lot of stress. People say you're never ready, but yeah, I guess I kind of agree with that. I just like I would like to be ready, and I don't think I ever will be. So
It's gonna have to be an accident.
yeah.
It's gonna have to be an accident.
Fuck, I would be so mad though. I feel like I don't even know if I'd be happy.
Didn't mean to have it.
God, fucking
9
damn
months
it.
later, dude.
No, it's scary, man. But yeah, so I'm supposed to be your best man at your wedding, Kev. So I kind of need to know this information of when this is gonna happen. Would you be able to give a best man speech? You think?
Like at someone else's wedding?
Yeah. Like,
yes.
could you be the best man at a
I
wedding?
need a few beers,
Yeah.
but then it would be phenomenal.
The best man speech is that's the hardest. That's the biggest speech of
Yeah,
the night.
biggest one.
Yeah. So that's a lot of pressure. You think you could do that?
Yeah.
That's fair. Is there anybody?
Because you have preparation for it.
Yeah.
So like you could just start writing.
That's fair.
But when you get up there, I just start shooting the shit, as they would say, you know.
That's fair. I'm like I feel like I would prepare something for like like I would just be so stressed out about it, and I would have.
And then
to,
you wouldn't do anything that you prepared.
Yeah.
You just get up there and be like, this fucking guy, dude.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
But the thing, dude, like I don't know, man. Yeah, you gotta really kill when you do the best man speech. I think it just was weird when I was thinking about that. Just like that, your mom will make that comment sometimes, and like thinking like, damn, like we are gonna like start going to weddings soon. Like
I just got invited to one that's in
a couple. What is it, like this year, next year?
Yeah, it's this year. I don't know what month.
Oh god, so it's like this year, so it's coming up.
Like August, I think, or something.
It's August right now.
Oh, it is August.
It is August.
Not August.
You missed
dude.
the wedding.
I don't know the date, but
maybe
yes, I just got invited to a wedding
September, October.
for
That's
someone that
crazy.
is my age.
Really?
Yeah.
A coworker or something?
No,
Or-
some kid I used to go hang out with from Burlington.
Oh, okay.
One of Jake Gust's friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Crazy, dude. That's nuts. I got invited to. We got invited to a couple of weddings last year. And some of them didn't pan out, so we didn't end up having to go. But it's crazy to like think about. Like I've been with the same person for a long time, and I just don't think like I'm 22 years old. I mean, I just graduated college, which is better than being in college, I guess too. But like, it's just like you said, it's almost the same thing with like your dog is. You have these inconveniences, not necessarily that marriage would be an inconvenience, but like there's just like things that you would have to change that like. Or at least you would assume you would have to change that. I don't know that like I'd be ready. Like I don't want to like go buy a house and get married and do it. Like I'm a loser, man. I'm still a kid.
You're not still a loser.
I'm still figuring
We're
out
just
who
growing
I am.
up, dude.
Yeah.
We're growing up, and people are rushing. I wouldn't say rushing, but
Do you-
everyone's path is different.
Yeah.
So if
I was
you
gonna
feel,
say, do you ever compare yourself though and get
no,
like bogged
never
down?
compare myself to anyone.
Really?
Yes.
That's
Why
good.
would I need to?
That's very mature of you to not do. I applaud you for that.
That's like a very bad attribute to have to compare it to other people. Like
It's terrible.
in our day and age, you have Instagram, Twitter, all
Yeah.
these social medias where people can promote what they're doing, and it like makes you want to chase what they're doing and
Yeah.
forget about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't forget about what you're doing because you only get one shot.
It's
Not
great
gonna-
advice.
Get this day back, so
Comparison will rob you of any happiness that you have, because something. J. Cole has a song. There's always going to be. You gotta love yours. That's what
Yeah.
There's always gonna be something better. If you're always looking for something better, and I think that's definitely interesting. So you're not scared to get married though? Would you be if someone
No,
like
I would
you're not
be
scared of it? No. But
I'll
you're
go
scared of
propose
kids?
to a random person on the side of the road.
Wow, really?
Worst they could say is no.
They probably would say no.
I know.
But could you? Oh yeah. Could you do
No.
Married at First Sight? That show?
No.
No. How does that work? You get married first, and then like you have like a couple of months to like hang with them, and then you decide to keep the marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
decide.
think make sure your audio's up on the focus right. I think it is. I think I
Hello?
turned it up.
So that show, they have like experts that you kind of like take quizzes and stuff and say like what you like doing and like what your goals are and stuff, and then they'll match you up with someone who they think would be compatible.
Damn.
And I think they even take into like looks and like physical things you want like physically in a person, and then you just get married and see if it works out. Sometimes I think there was a couple couples that like actually worked out and are still married and stuff.
It's kind of nuts. I don't
See,
know.
only a few.
Yeah.
Like, how long has that show been going for?
A while.
Quite a while.
Yeah.
And only a few.
Well, that's like
You don't know truly a person until you spend enough time with them.
Yeah, I feel like the Bachelor and Bachelorette, that's a little bit better than that, than the Love at First Sight. It's still bad because the reason I think it's bad is different though than like where people think, oh, it's it's fake, it's a TV show. I think it's bad because like they just like are shooting you up with like adrenaline, where it's like you do probably feel like you're in love with that person because like you're fucking skydiving in front of a volcano and fucking you're eating the finest food in all of Italy together, and then you're staying at these crazy places. It's like you're just like having the best times of your life, and it just happens to be with this person. So like I feel like your like brain and like your heart just confuse that for love as
because you're having such a good time with them. And
yeah.
I was just gonna bring up, have you ever seen Temptation Island?
No.
Okay, so
Is that the one where you can't kiss?
no, this is you go to an island with your couple. So like you would go, you and McKenna would go.
Okay.
And then you get sent to an island. She gets sent to a different island. She gets sent with single guys. You get sent with single women. It puts your relationship to the test. And then at the end of
Fucked up.
the end of however long, you get like you can choose people to go on dates, and like it's getting paid for by
Yeah.
What if
pretty
you
big
don't want to go on a
company.
date? Can you just like not go?
Do you have to go out? Do you have to entertain all of the options? Like
It's just like a frat house. Like you're all living in the same house. So like you'd be living with all the single women, and there's like other couples. So you'd be with the guys, with all the single women.
Yeah.
She'd be with all the other girls that have boyfriends with all the other single guys.
Damn.
And they just get like false sense of reality, dude. Like
Yeah.
they think their relationship's so shitty.
Yeah.
And at the end of the show, you can choose to leave by yourself, with your person you came with, or with someone that you met on the island. And out of all the people that I've seen leave with someone on the island, 0 have worked out. There was like these people that fell in love.
Yeah.
This girl and a single guy fell in love. Thought it was great.
Yeah.
2 weeks off the island, they broke up.
Because it's not fucking reality, dude. Like you love. That's like, dude. That's where like that's my thing when like it comes to marriage. Where like why I'm necessarily like nervous for it. It's just because like people like that are rushing into it, like that are like around our age, even if they were high school sweethearts or like dated all of college, like whatever, especially people that went to like bigger universities and their parents were like paying for it, and like you were living in fucking la la land, taking a few classes a day, and you have like, dude, I mean, this is coming from someone who didn't get to go to like a big college, but like I have friends that went to big colleges. My girlfriend went for a semester. My sister's up in Madison. Like when you go visit, like it's fucking awesome. There's great food everywhere. There's people your age. Everybody's having fun. It's a different world. That's not reality. So like it's crazy when people like get engaged like right fresh out or like still in, and then get married right after, and it's like, dude, you guys don't even know how you would react with living with each other in like the real world.
Yeah.
Like you
Like
just
a small
know.
city, like a small town. Like
Yeah.
Twin Lakes. Like
Yeah, or like wherever the fuck you guys are gonna live after, when you have to get jobs and like balance all these things. Like you guys are taking the same fucking classes together. You're fucking going to the same
parties.
the same
and
parties, the
getting
same little
drunk,
bar and
yeah.
Ian's Pizza and whatever. It's like it's not the real world. So that's what freaks me out, and I feel bad when like I see people like rush into it, and like I have friends that have literally like had weddings and then it falls through before the wedding, or they right afterwards are like, yeah, we're done, we're
What
not
the
even
fuck did I
together.
just do?
Yeah, it's like
It's
I feel bad because I'm
It's
like,
buyer's remorse, dude.
yeah,
Oh, look at that new car. It's so shiny. Buy
yeah.
it.
Drive it off the lot.
Piece of shit, dude.
Yeah, garbage. They just dressed it up. What do you think's the right age to get married? If you had to like pick, what age do you think you're gonna get married at? What's like the perfect age for you? Ideally,
Ideally
22
would
right
be
now.
before 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still in the 20s.
I-
Still have time to like, not even time, but like, to just be young
Yeah.
with my person.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's
So
fair.
I feel like when you hit 30, dude, that's It's pretty old, dude.
That's what I think too. But then I like see people that like I look up to like in media and shit that are 30, and like they still seem like this. Like, they're still the same person. Like they're still like young. I feel like 30 isn't that old, but I do definitely.
It's getting there.
Yeah, I just know like me, like even
40.
now I'm like, bro, I like looking at it like 30's old. I can't imagine like me like 16 being like 30's not
22.
old. I would be like, bro, that's fucking dirt at that point. So it's scary to think
Even
about.
I feel old being 22.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
21 was the peak, dude. Because like you have nothing to look forward to after this.
What isn't it? Can't
You
you?
have drinking.
Isn't 20 like once you're 25? Can't you rent a car anywhere?
Oh,
So that's
Oh,
something.
That's what we got to look forward to.
And then 30, and then after 30, it's every 10 years you get a big birthday. So it's kind of scary. I guess 30's around the age I think. Maybe that's when.
Because like I should have my shit figured out by then. I
Yeah.
should be able to.
Gosh, isn't it scary to think like what if you don't though? Like that's
Oh.
what I think.
Then I'm gonna come back and watch this podcast and be like, "What the fuck were you talking
What
about?
were you talking
You're a
about?
liar."
Dude? You're fucked up.
So message to my future self: you better have your shit together by 30.
30. You got eight years,
8 years.
future Kev. Jesus. Yeah, I think 30 is a solid age. What do you think too? Like, I just like so it's kind of crazy that we're kind of going down this rabbit hole like marriage shit. But I just was thinking about it. Like, what do you think about like bachelor parties and like bachelorette parties? Like, do you think like is that something that like when you get married that like you need, or is that something that like you don't
Yes,
think?
I need that, dude. One last sun with the boys until I'm
Yeah.
chained up for real. Until I got a ring on it.
Dude, I was talking with some people yesterday about it, and they were like, they brought up kind of similar points to what I have, where I think it's like a little interesting that like people feel like they like really like need to go to like strip club and like see a bunch of naked women, and like it is a little weird, and I like don't know like
Strip clubs are weird. I actually went to my first one
recently
2
right?
days ago.
Yes,
Yeah.
the people I was talking to said that they were trying to hang out with you the other day, and you said
To
you
go
were
to the
going to the
strip
strip
club,
club
yeah.
instead.
It was weird.
What strip club?
Don't even know the name. It was in Darien, so like past Delavan.
Is it the? It's not the.
It's
Gentle-
not Sugar
It's not the
Shack.
Gentleman's Club one, is it?
It's at Gentleman's Club. So
Was it the little right by the gas station?
by the Quick Trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
it was so bad, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I know
felt
that-
so
I know
bad
where it
for
is.
the women in there. Like,
Were there like here's my question, because like in bigger cities, like like Atlanta's got all these like you hear about like they have like really good strip clubs, and LA has these big fancy strip clubs with like like basically models are in there. I just that's where I get a little like nervous, especially where I'm like in places like around here where we live, which for those listening abroad, we're in Wisconsin in the middle of nowhere, where I just don't know that the strippers would even be
up to
what you
par.
think what you think of a stripper
Okay,
would
so
be.
there was like 3 girls that were like, I could see them in one of Drake's music videos.
Okay.
But then there was like 4 or 5 that were like, you're doing it to make some money. These
Yeah.
guys are lonely. They're down bad. They're not here for a bachelor party. They're here to just look at titties.
I think it's weird too. Like as weird as a bachelor party is to me, I feel like it's even weirder to be a regular
at a
at a
strip club.
strip club, or at like people that like love Hooters and like love like people try to tell me, is Hooters food? Have you ever been to Hooters?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good? Is the
time.
food good? Just bar food, right?
B-dubs
Just-
is better.
yeah, it's just
B-dubs
wings.
is better.
And so like it's just weird to me that like people like that dudes like just go there for that.
Those are the
like,
dudes that are just creepy.
yeah, but it's just weird. I don't know. It's just weird that we have places that like allow them to continue being creepy.
Yeah,
So
the strip club, it wasn't great. Wouldn't go back.
did you spend a lot of money? Did you throw?
I threw some money, but it
How
wasn't
much?
a lot.
How much did you spend? 'Cause
Like,
I had
'cause
Rory
me
on
and Duncan got off work, and we went. Yeah, and it was
You
like
and
an hour drive from.
You guys
Vito's.
drove an hour to this mediocre strip club.
Yeah, because what else am I gonna go to? The Sugar Shack. I heard that's
Yeah.
awful.
I've actually heard mixed reviews, mixed reviews from there.
So we got there. We get off at 12. Get
Mhm.
there at 1. So I didn't have a lot of time to throw
Yeah.
a lot of money. So I probably ended up spending like $150.
Yeah. I'm all for like if somebody wants to become a stripper, man or female, and they like want to make money that way, I'm all for them making money that way. I just don't know like what I would never pay for that. Like I'm never gonna pay to see you naked. Like I don't know. It's just like
I just went for the experience because I've never been to one.
I've never been to one either, and so like I
It was
always
like a
hear
first
people.
time thing.
Yeah, people are always like, "Oh, you gotta go at least once." Blah 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 blah. So like, never say never, but like I don't think I'm ever gonna go. To be honest with you, like it just everything I hear is the good I've heard never outweighs like all of the bad or mediocre stories.
It wasn't bad.
So.
It was overpriced beer,
Yeah.
but you got titties in your face, so I was just like, all right, man.
How does it? Okay, are they serving you then, just naked, or like?
No.
Okay, they're just dancing.
Yeah. And
That's
like, there's a bar, but like the bartender's wearing some pretty skanky clothes. So
Yeah.
Still not bad.
Mhm.
But like, I would never tell anyone to be a stripper after what I saw.
Yeah.
Like, dude, treating these women like animals.
Oh,
They would come and just like start smacking them, dude, like smacking their ass.
Oh,
And like normally you're not supposed to touch them.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Like these guys were just,
Do strippers talk to you at all? Did you talk to any strippers?
yeah.
Were they nice to you? They're supposed to be nice to you.
Yes, they were nice.
Yeah.
They're entertaining you for money, so they
Yeah.
were gonna be nice.
Yeah. You weren't tricked by it. You weren't falling in love with any strippers.
No.
Okay.
There was one girl though that
Oh,
went out there that I was like, I would risk it all. I would risk it all, dude. She was beautiful. And
Yeah.
she had like a tie dye, like bra and panties on, and
Yeah.
the black light. It was just like she was
Wow.
working it good.
Yeah.
Some of
wasn't
them are so
naked?
strong though.
Well, they have to be. The pole dance is
dude,
pretty tough.
Some of these ladies was just like holding themselves sideways. I was like, yep, she could beat my ass.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck with her.
Yeah, she could fuck you up. That's crazy, man. Yeah, no, dude. I don't know,
It
bro.
was a cool experience, but
Yeah. Never again.
if I ever have a
Most
daughter,
likely.
you're not being a stripper.
No.
No,
Just because of the way
because
that.
of what I saw, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Because of the way. Could you
Like, they
date a
were, like-
stripper?
no,
Could you date a stripper? You couldn't
No.
date a stripper?
I wouldn't want her to be treated like that. Like, dude,
But
they
she's
threw all
like
the
finessing
money.
them though, in a way.
They
You
threw all the
know?
money on the stage, and like the next girl would come on, and they'd literally be crawling, picking up all the money they made, and then just next one.
Yeah.
Sad.
But they're
It's
making
not a way of
a
life.
fuck ton of money.
I don't know. Find
Girls
something
enjoy
else.
doing it.
Find something else.
What about
Not for me.
OnlyFans? I was talking to Jay Rachi about this when he was on the podcast. Like if he could date an OnlyFans girl, and we kind of
Yeah.
you
I
could date an OnlyFans girl. But what if what if she wants to shoot content with somebody?
with me.
You would shoot content. You would shoot
Yep.
OnlyFans content with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's dope. I don't know if I would be trying to shoot the content, but I wouldn't want her shooting with anybody else.
OnlyFans is crazier though. They can make way more money on OnlyFans than being a stripper, unless you're a stripper for like a
Maybe.
rapper.
Or if you're in like Atlanta or you're
Yeah,
in,
like some crazy
New
city.
York and nice, probably Chicago too. You make a lot of money, but
But
it's
not out
like
here.
yeah, they're probably not as much out. You're probably still making more than we
Your
were
average,
serving.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I think like if someone was doing that before and like you met them outside of it, like I could date someone like I could date if somebody was doing porn before and like I met them and like fell for them and like didn't know that whatever, and I just found out that was their job. I'm not gonna be like, you have to stop doing your job to date me, but if like I'm already with someone and then they decide like,
that they want to start to do.
I want to get into porn, I want to get into gangbang porn. I mean, like,
What are you looking
why?
for? Like,
Yeah.
no, that's awful.
Yeah, so I don't know. So if your girlfriend what if you met a girl at one of these weddings you're gonna be going to soon?
Oh, and she
You met a
was a
girl, she's
stripper?
great, she's gorgeous, she's super nice, you guys get along well, and you guys hang out a couple of times, and then she tells you eventually, I'm a stripper, and like you guys have already been kind of like seeing each other for a few weeks.
Say,
Are you
"Have
gonna
fun."
you're gonna break it off? You're
Yeah.
done? Really?
Because like we were at the strip club and there was this guy that definitely was dating one of the strippers, and he was just like walking around with her,
mm-hmm.
like holding her tight, and she was like taking his hand, throwing it off because she's trying to make her money.
mm-hmm.
And like this guy was just following her around.
See, I'm okay with that though. Like, especially as a stripper, I feel like a stripper, like with what I was just saying about like the porn thing, like I feel like strippers even easier to like be a boyfriend. Like all these dudes are
Well, yeah, 'cause they're
wanting to
not-
have sex with your girlfriend and they're not even coming close. Like
They
it's not
won't-
even hard. I don't
Yeah,
know.
They
you
won't
know?
come close. They're just,
Yeah. There's bouncers to protect them and stuff. They're safe. But
There was a fight at the strip club before me and Duncan got there. 'Cause
really,
John told us, he's like, "You guys missed a fight."
oh wow,
We were like, "What?"
that's who fights at a strip club? It's kind of weird energy. So aside from strippers though, have you seen? Well, I guess maybe it's a lateral move because people in hip hop and a lot of the newer female artists are they do some raunchier dances and whatnot. You know who Sweetie is? She was
No.
dating Quavo. It's like spelled like Saweetie. Yeah, she's in the Doja Cat song of My Best Friend.
I know the song. I don't
Yeah.
know her, though.
Okay, so she got her own McDonald's meal.
I
You know how
saw
Travis
that.
Scott had one, and
Yeah.
now she's got the Sweetie meal. And
Saw that
this is
yesterday.
what's in the Sweetie meal. It comes with a Big Mac, fries, a 4-piece nugget with tangy barbecue sauce, and Sweetie and sour sauce, which is just sweet and sour sauce, but they just new packaging
I
on
need
it.
to see a picture of this girl because there's no way she's eating all that food.
She,
There's
and,
no way she's putting that back.
and she, I feel like that's not a lot of food though. Big Mac's
For a
not that
girl?
big. I mean, she's a grown woman. I feel like it's not that much food. But so I don't know. She's to me like I thought like when Travis Scott did it, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like he's a huge fucking dude. Like he's just massive star, right? And not that she isn't also a big star, but not necessarily like the
On
same
s-
level.
yeah.
And I was curious, like, what do you think? How like what kind of celebrity do you think deserves a McDonald's meal? Like who's somebody that should get a McDonald's?
You should
meal?
get one, dude.
I should get one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know what I don't eat
You
McDonald's.
don't even know?
Yeah, it would just be a McChicken. I haven't gotten McDonald's in so many like over. I
I don't
haven't
know,
eaten
dude.
McDonald's food in probably a couple of. Well, no, I like once last year, so like a year.
Like basketball players, anyone.
What would be Lil Klitz?
people that are relevant?
What would be if Lil Klitz blew up tomorrow? What would be his McDonald's meal? McDonald's is like,
2
yo, we want this.
cheeseburgers, only ketchup, with a large fry, and a Sprite.
And a Sprite. That's it.
Sweet and simple.
What would you
dude.
call it? What would you call
I
the
have
meal?
no idea.
What was
I'll
what-
let their marketing team come up with it
they
for
do
me.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just put my picture there and pay me my money.
I gotta go try. I guess. Yeah. Okay. That is the only time I had McDonald's last year. I went and tried the Travis Scott burger. That's what it was. Because
Yeah.
me and Jonathan went. So I have to try the Sweetie burger now, or Sweetie meal or whatever. Yeah. I just think it's kind of funny how they're just. I don't know. It was like never done before. I thought before Travis, at least not that I knew of. And
They had
then-
other people too, because I've been to McDonald's and
really.
I've seen other ones that are like not relevant people, so people aren't like
Like
as
lining up to
crazy
get
as
it.
crazy as they were for the Trav.
Well, dude, there was like toys and shit that were like workers were getting and like just keeping because they didn't like all the shit was gone, like the merch, like the
Yeah.
special McDonald's like clothing, like the Cactus Jack
Dude,
stuff
he had
was
like a
all.
giant chicken nugget pillow,
That's dope.
like a beanbag thing, but it was like a giant chicken nugget.
That's kind of dope. Not even gonna lie. Now do you remember? This is kind of off topic, but do you remember? It was a couple years back, probably around the time that we were starting the podcast. When we went out for dinner, I think, or your parents were out for dinner at that place in town, and I like pulled up, and then we were like hanging out for a
We
minute.
saw a UFO.
We saw a UFO,
We saw a UFO, dude.
bro.
I still can't tell you what that was.
I have no idea what that was.
Large beam of light just
Right
across
across.
the lake, and like other people on the patio were like, "What was that?" And
yeah.
no one could answer it.
And no,
Like
but
it was insane.
it's fucking weird, right? And so like UFOs have been in the news a lot lately, and you know, I mean, especially like people with podcasts, like it's a popular topic and whatnot. Like, when you see something like that you can't explain, or like you see pictures or images, where does your mind go? Do you jump to this is aliens, or do you like where does
Whatever the headline says, I believe.
You
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh god,
I don't know, but that what we saw that day was a UFO.
Yeah, well, it was it's unidentified flying. Yeah, right. So it's
Something
like,
I can't explain. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what it is.
if you
'cause
had to guess, would you think it would be something government, like
probably
crazy,
probably.
like we don't know, like they just haven't shown us what it is yet, or you think it maybe be aliens?
something the government
Yeah.
hasn't shown us
Yeah.
because they've come out, like this space expert from Israel or something came out and like said that the U.S. government and like Russia,
Yeah.
they're in contact with aliens and don't
Who
tell
said
us.
that?
Some like crazy space science expert from Israel.
No way.
Yeah,
Can you look
it
that
came
up
out,
again?
it
That
came
sounds
out a
pretty
while
crazy.
ago.
Yeah.
But like he was working for the Israeli government and he was like the head of the space.
Yeah.
And he came out and
Space
said that
division.
we are in contact with aliens.
I would like to know what sort of contact we would be in. What do you think an alien like being would
See,
look
I can't
like?
tell you because they're way more evolved than us.
You think so? I think if
Yes.
anybody gets here, then yeah, they're beating up. We can barely get to the fucking moon. So-
That they tell us.
Yeah, that
That
they tell us. That's
There's
fair.
a
Maybe
lot of
we
stuff that they don't tell us.
there's a couple of people over on whatever planet. Maybe that'd be kind of crazy.
There's probably a lot more going on than we know. There's
Well, there is.
time travel. You think time travel's real?
I was thinking about that the other day. I don't think it is.
No.
But I was curious, like, if time travel was real, what would be like something really stupid you would do? Like something like super, like,
I'd win the lottery. Like, who wouldn't? If you had the chance to go forward, see what was winning, come back and do it. Oh yeah.
yeah. I don't know. See, I wanted like something super irresponsible that I think would just be kind of goofy. Like I would just like to go back in time to like way the fuck back when, like I'm talking like Beethoven's alive, and just like come back with like a generator and like a speaker and just play something ridiculous like a Travis Scott or a Drake, like just like modern 808s and modern production, just like see what the fuck everybody would do.
There's stuff like that though. There's like ancient pictures that they have where like there's like it looks like a woman is holding a cell phone in this picture that was captured from way before cell phones were invented. So
Yeah.
that
So
proves,
you
yes,
think
time
that
travel is
proves
real. Time travel is real.
Well, dude, did you see I don't know if you watched any like the Marvel shows or anything. Did you watch the Loki show?
No.
Oh, it was dope. But basically, like, not without spoiling like much of the show, there's an episode where they're trying to like track down this like variant in the time shit. So somebody's fucking with the time streams and whatever.
Oh, I think I've heard like
It's the
TTS,
TVA,
like,
the TVA, yeah. And the TVA is trying to figure it out, and so Loki's helping them, and he figures out that like you can do whatever you want with time travel and not fuck up the timeline if you go to different apocalypses. So like in Pompeii gets like the fucking volcano blows up and it's gonna kill everybody. So like to prove his point, like he has them go there and then he like fucks with all the people and he's like, you're free, and he frees all these animals and whatever, and he's like, doesn't matter, nothing matters because everyone's gonna die anyways. So it was like a way to like time travel, fuck with shit, and then nothing will actually
the
be
butterfly
affected.
effect?
Yeah, like no butterfly
Doesn't
effect will happen
exist.
because everything's gonna end right there. So it's kind of crazy.
I don't know. I want to time travel, but I'm not important enough. I'm
Yeah.
just some random kid from Wisconsin.
Time.
I don't hold no power.
If time travel was real, do you think it would work like the butterfly effect, like in Back to the Future, or do you think it would be more like in like Avengers, where like if you go back in time, that is now your present, so then whatever happens from there is your new future, and you can't like anything you change wouldn't change your
no,
old
I feel like the
future.
butterfly effect would exist.
You do?
Like if you like snapped a twig,
Something would happen.
the phone might have never been invented.
But that's what I think. That's why I just don't. Yeah, there's no time travel yet. Because if there was, someone would already fuck something, dude.
You think? How do we know that they haven't?
But how? Like what? Which version of
Because
reality are we living in? What happens to this
they
reality?
knew the reality that wasn't fucked up, but then they went back and fucked it up,
So
causing that butterfly effect. to
causing
happen.
this reality.
Yeah.
But so I'm saying like if you time travel right now, this Kevin goes right now, and I don't see you, and you just go do that, nothing happens to this timeline, you know.
Yeah, but on the other one.
But on the
that
one when you come
splits
back
off
to
of
what
it.
you think is this
Yes.
time, it'll be all different.
Yeah.
You'll be hosting.
So
the
only the
podcast.
person that time travels will know
will know.
what they fucked up.
Yeah. Who knows, man? Who knows? Whiskey Man says, "Sup, ladies, looking like a good podcast." We're trying out here. Yeah, I forgot to share the podcast on Snapchat before we went live.
It's like people that think the world ended in 2012.
Yeah, I don't think it did.
No.
I don't think so at all. I think we're still here. Bunch of dogs. What's up, Kat? What's
Bunch
up,
of
Duncan? I told Duncan to come.
Milwaukee, we're
come
some
through.
dogs.
That's with I guess along the same lines with the UFOs and time travel. What do you like? You heard about like obviously like the Neuralink shit with like Elon. Have you like heard him talk about that at all? Like he thinks that like we're not gonna have to speak in a certain like soon because he's gonna have these Neuralinks and shit where it's like you just
So it's
transferring
gonna be like
data.
Wall-E.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
sort
like
of.
a
Where
little
we're just
file.
like kind of transferring data, like without even thinking about it. Like as you're thinking it, it's happening, you know. And the same way, like I don't have to consciously think to lift my arm up. It's just I'd already be conveying information to you and would be exchanging it that way. I guess. Do you think like AI and like robots is like you think that robots can take over the world? Because I know a lot of people
They
are
could.
scared. Have you seen Ex Machina, the movie with the girl robot?
Yes. Where she's like trapped
Yeah.
and
And
then she gets out
yeah.
at the end.
That's fucked up. Yeah, spoiler alert, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's a good movie. It's a dope movie.
That's all I remember from it though.
Yeah, it's she.
Because I watched it a long time ago.
Yeah,
But I know it was a good movie.
It was a really dope movie. I think it won some awards too. But it got me thinking because I was thinking about AI a little bit earlier today and just kind of like where that shit's going, especially with like Tesla and stuff, like being able to self-driving cars. You see, it's like I was talking to somebody at work, and they were like complaining about that they had seen the video that I'll probably pull up here in a minute of the person passed out on I-94 in their Tesla driving, and it was just driving perfectly. And like, while that person gets a ticket every time, and it's always like front page news and shit, I feel like it's like almost good press for Tesla. Like every time that happens, it's like, our car is so good that you literally fucked up and we're passed out, and it's
trusted
still
enough to fall asleep behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Did you see the video from Tokyo, that robot shooting threes?
Yeah, I did.
Like,
yeah.
Robots will take over the world.
Because he can shoot threes.
Not because he can shoot threes, but like that is like a generic, like that's his only command.
Mm-hmm.
Once they make him like.
But think about it this way:
conscious.
as long as none of them can, as long as a robot can't, like as long as its only sole programming is to do one task or a few tasks, and it's never like, oh, let's take the robot that can memorize all these, because there's the bartending robots, you know.
Yeah.
Let's take the robot that can do all that and match that shit up with some like AI customer service robot. Then it's like, oh shit, now you got an actual real life bartender that's like gonna
human.
be
It's gonna start to feel pain.
And
when you don't tip it, it's gonna be like,
yeah, it's gonna be
humans.
Autonomous, and it's gonna have its own fucking thoughts, and then it's gonna, I mean that happens.
Happening.
That's what Ultron from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, that's what he's like alive for like 5 minutes, and he's like his programming is to protect the world, and after like 5 minutes of doing research, he just decides that like the best way to do that is humans don't exist. And so like that's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, I'm scared of robots. Like,
yeah,
if they progress to what they are progressing to,
yeah,
we're fucked.
Man,
have you played Detroit Becomes Human?
No.
So it's a video game where you buy robots to serve you as like your maid.
Oh,
and like
wow.
one day all the robots are just like looking at each other like, we're done serving humans. We're just gonna kill them all.
Jesus. It's kind of,
you can either choose to be a robot or a human.
Yeah. What's that on? Is it on console?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
PlayStation, Xbox, PC.
There's a game coming out for PlayStation 5 called Stray. It's like this cat. You're like a cat in this like fucked up like dystopian like robotic world or shit. It's like, it looks like a robot Japan sort of thing, and you have to like maneuver your way as like a cat through all this way and talk to all these robots and shit. It looks weird, but it's for PS5, and it's like probably one of the only like new games that I think is like actually being made for PS5, like other than what like Spider-Man's come out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I don't.
But they're still making all games for current and next gen.
Yeah.
But it's a little different.
Yeah.
How can't people get PlayStations? How are they still sold out?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I've had mine for a year and none of my friends have any.
Yeah. I thought you sold yours.
No.
I thought you were getting rid of it.
I don't play it, and it makes me want to get rid of it, but I still have a PS5.
I was gonna say.
So cool.
I got friends that like that I work with that either have resold them, or people that like bought them when they came out and were like really excited, and then they just sold them because they're like, dude, yeah, nobody has one. There's no games that have come out for it, so kind of sucks. I feel like the PS4 still had a little bit, especially since there was a PS4 Pro. Like
still
I feel like
a little bit of a lifeline
they
left.
probably still could have like pushed that in gaming a little, like gotten the graphics a little bit better and gotten everything a little bit better. But
they're still gonna make their money.
Yeah,
regardless.
Doesn't matter. They already did. If they were sold out for as long as they are, people still are having trouble getting them. But like I guess on the topic of the Tesla stuff, someone was talking about it at work, and then it reminded me of this video I saw on TikTok that went super viral, and it was on I-94, which is not far from us, and somebody passed out in their Tesla while driving on the interstate, and our old school cop, Deputy Gomez, is the one that like busted him and like saw him, and he was in the thing. So McKenna's gonna. Yeah, and if you want to hit the speaker so that we can hear.
The video yet.
Yeah, she'll turn it around so we can see it, and we'll be able to hear it for you guys, and we should be able to react to it. Yep, all good there. But yeah,
driver denies he was sleeping.
Yeah. No, you don't have to do full screen. You can, or is it on? Yeah, you just keep it like that. It's fine because it gives credit. Go a little bit lower.
Oh no.
You could just hit space. Oh, you got to click this screen.
Self-driving cars are not just a thing of the future, but you're seeing more and more on roads all over the country. This guy in Wisconsin decided to take advantage of the technology. As Hillary Mintz with our Milwaukee affiliate shows us, his decision behind the wheel called for police to get involved.
Just before 8 a.m. Sunday, Sheriff's Deputy David Gomez got the call to be on the lookout for a Tesla driver asleep at the wheel. He pulled up right next to the car at 82 miles an hour.
I then looked over and I noticed that his head was turned away from me and looking down.
You were in disbelief that this guy was sleeping.
Exactly.
With lights and sirens blaring, 2 miles later, the driver finally pulls over.
He's awake now. We're pulling over to the right lane. How we doing, sir? The reason I'm stopping you is I followed you for about 2 miles and you were sleeping. You were totally like this in the car. Why would we drive like that?
I was okay.
No, you were sleeping.
I was a little bit tired.
No, you were sleeping, sir.
According to this police report, 38-year-old Matul
He's like,
Patel
"Nah,
from
man,
Illinois
I was
said he's a
good."
FedEx driver and was on his way to work in Cudahy.
Have you been drinking or anything
And he's
like
a
that?
FedEx driver too.
On my way to work.
You're on your way to work and you're sleeping?
Yeah, I'm just on my way. I'm not sleeping, but I'm, like I said, I was just tired.
Body camera captured the display screen.
He's like not even
showing the
selling it
vehicle
very well.
Was on autopilot.
No, I understand you have autopilot, but if something was to happen, you're not able to make that conscious decision to stop in a hurry.
In fact, Tesla mandates when using autopilot, the driver must keep their hands on the steering wheel.
Were you sleeping in this car?
I was not sleeping.
Believe it or not, deputies say this is not the first time this driver's been accused of sleeping at the wheel in his Tesla.
So he's done it
I
more
looked
than
at
once.
the history,
Oh, yeah,
and
you
this
looked at
vehicle
Ski
with
Bob.
this registration was attempted to be pulled over 2 different times in February and in August. Both of them were reported the driver appeared to be head down sleeping.
This
There
deputy
you go,
hopes
Tesla.
the
You're
third
doing a
time's
good
the
job.
charm.
Yeah,
The
Tesla's
driver
doing
will
good.
learn his
Killing it.
lesson.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you
This
can
guy's
switch
done
us
it
back
3
to the
times and
regular.
he's still alive.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. How did he not in jail for like doing that 3 times though?
True,
you
that's
know?
like a DUI, but not a DUI.
Like, what do they charge that as? It's just negligent driving, like. Because I mean,
It's
you're not
kinda
paying
cool,
any
though.
attention. It's kind of crazy that you can do that,
I want to test the theory now.
dude.
Let's
what-
get a Tesla on
You never
street.
saw that, dude. This had to be like 3 or 4 years ago. It was like the front page of Pornhub for months, and it was like some dude fucked a girl in L.A. while his Tesla drove them like around the city for however long, and like that was like the thumbnail was like self-driving Tesla or like self-driving Tesla fuck or something, and it was like front page of Pornhub.
I didn't think they
for-
were that good. Like I thought it was like lane
No,
assist.
I mean, no. Well, lane assist is like pretty standard now in a lot of cars, and like McKenna's car has that, and that's kind of crazy in and of
I heard
itself.
it's annoying.
If you,
Like
it
there
is a
comes
little bit.
sometime like right now probably with the 50 construction like there's
It-
old lines.
Yeah, it doesn't
that-
know what it's doing.
It's like oh let's go
But
this way.
but no, it just fucking crashes you or something. No, yeah, it's like I hear it's pretty good. I don't know how it would work with like construction, like something like that, but I hear it's pretty good from like Tesla at least. But
That's another AI.
yeah,
We're smarter than that one
yeah,
because we can just pull the wheel.
yeah.
I'm driving, not you, bitch.
I wonder what the percentages of car accidents that are AI responsible, like AI is responsible for, versus us, because I feel like it's probably much less. Much less from the AI. Obviously, less
Oh, yeah.
people have them, but still.
There's people in older cars that are just awful
Mhm.
drivers. Like
Yeah.
I was driving home the other night on 50. And I'm like, look, this guy's on the wrong side of the cones. I'm like, dude, how did you get on that side of the cones? Immediately, like in front of me, tries to just get into the other lane because there's a crane
Oh god.
in his one.
Yeah.
Because they're not supposed to be on that side.
Yeah.
Just like,
And
I'm
you
like, slammed on the brakes. I slam on the horn. He goes back to the left. Like 4 cones were just like, poof, poof, poof.
Did you just smoke the cones, dude?
And like one of my coworkers and Duncan were both following me, and like we saw it.
yeah.
I'm just like, wow.
They were cones.
I
It's
almost died,
hilarious.
dude.
Yeah,
I
that's
almost
fucked.
died.
Have you ever seen like a big car accident like in person? Like, have you ever been in a big car accident?
I've only been in one. I rear-ended some guy.
Damn. Did he sue you?
No.
No.
But I'm on my way to Wilmot.
Yeah.
And I'm like texting.
God
Just
damn
woke
it.
up, was gonna be late for school, speeding, didn't have my seatbelt on, and like this. guy
Jesus
must have-
Christ, you're checking all
Oh,
the
I know.
boxes for a piece of shit right
I
now.
know, this guy saw it, had to see it like in his rearview mirror that I was like head down texting.
So he checked you?
Checked me. I just right into him. His hitch like goes into my bumper. I don't have my seatbelt on, so I like fly like right into the windshield.
Oh
This
god.
guy comes out, he's like, "The fuck, dude?" I was like, "Why did you slam on your brakes?" He's like, "There was a rabbit." It's like, dude, you're in a truck. Like, just run over the rabbit. Like, come on.
Dude, there was no rabbit, bro.
Exactly. He just wanted to make some money.
He was fucking you, dude.
He had to like take a field sobriety test because I thought he was drunk.
Oh really?
Because like he was
it was-
getting very vulgar and like wanted to fight me.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
pretty crazy.
Like he was standing by his car, I was standing by mine, and like the cops were talking to me, just like, "The fuck you, like screaming at me.
Yeah, I'm very thankful I've never been in like any car accident because like.
That's the only one I've ever been in, and I was so scared.
Yeah.
I was like an 18-year-old kid, like shouldn't have been scared, and I was like, oh
yeah.
my god, dude.
No, I mean it's just it's a tense situation. You plus it's a
My
complete
adrenaline
stranger.
was pumping, like heart racing.
I mean, yeah, you just smacked up against the windshield, dude. That's
I thought I
fucking
was
scary.
gonna die.
Yeah, I've had like I've been in a lot of like near accidents. Like I feel like everybody has, but like people just driving like fucking idiots. That's what.
See, I wasn't driving like an idiot. He was driving like an idiot.
Well, you know what scares me, dude, is like there are some people that are like I was just talking with Harrison. Just got his permit. And if you know, Harrison has not had his license, and I think what is he? He's 20 or 21 now. I can't remember. And he just got his permit now, and so like we were talking about him driving, and he's talking about how he's like kind of it's a little nerve-wracking and stuff, and I'm like, don't worry about it. There's a lot of people that are much less intelligent than you that are doing this thing, and we're like senile and shouldn't be allowed to, but like it is a little scary when you think about it. Like you think about like you were in school at one point, and there were some people that like in your class maybe that you wouldn't trust to bring you your lunch tray and not drop it, like not be able to like flip that over, or like people that can't count to 10 like regularly, people are fucking driving motorized vehicles, dude. This is heavy machinery.
With Corona, it was easier to get your license. You didn't have to take the driving test, so
yeah.
There's probably
some really bad drivers right now.
More people out there that shouldn't have their license. That do.
Yeah. And the driving exam isn't super hard either, because most of the time they don't even have you parallel park or anything, and that's like what people like really freak out about. I didn't have to parallel park gladly, and I got as many points as you can get off without failing. And I've never been given a ticket and never been in an accident. Hopefully none of that.
Wood,
yeah, knock on wood. This fake laminate wood. Hopefully that doesn't change. But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I failed the first time.
You did?
Yep. I was at an intersection, and like I didn't know at the time that you needed a green arrow to turn left, and the light turned green. And I was just like, in my mom's truck, just like hammered it. The lady like grabbed everything. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Calm down, lady. Like I'm just driving." Oblivious to what I did wrong because no one ever told me that you needed a green arrow.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's certain intersections.
Yeah,
and this is a big divided highway probably. Yeah. So a couple
right outside of the DMV.
No.
Like the one right by the airport.
She's probably like, just end it,
yes,
dude.
we did.
You did?
Yep.
She just brought you right back in.
Yep.
She's
like, you failed. Dude, and like I had gotten like 1 point off maybe for the rest of it, and like the turn in to the road that the DMV was on failed.
God, that's fucked.
I'm not clutching
dude.
the last quarter, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what, dude? On my way to take my test, or maybe it was on my way to take my test. My dad was with me, and if I'm remembering correctly, and I was so scared and so anxious, so nervous, dude. I blew 2 stop signs on my way, and like my dad like made me pull over and was like, "You need to get your fucking act together, bro. What the fuck are you doing?" Blah blah blah. And then like I went in there and I passed it, bro. I passed the fucking exam. It was either I can't remember if it was for my license or for my permit, but it was like on the way to one of them. No, it had to be for my license because I wouldn't have been able to drive. Yeah. So, and yeah, I remember just like I was like in tears, like walking in, like so scared to even take it. I'm like, bro, I suck. Like I'm gonna fucking.
Because your dad just picked you apart,
dude. Yeah. Well, my parent. Here's the thing. My mom was too scared to let me drive. Like I didn't get any practice. Like you have to have like how many hours like when you're taking driver's ed and fill it. I just fucking lied on the sheet, dude.
Really?
I didn't drive.
Where'd you go?
My parents wouldn't take me. I took defensive.
Oh, through Wilmot?
Yeah, no. That's there's this like I forget what theirs is. It's some brand that we do it through. No, this is like a guy. He like has his own thing. It's like just around here, and really good. Kind of scary instruction from him. He's very intimidating guy, but and intense. But like, I was like, I just never got any time behind the wheel. Like my mom was like,
They didn't give you any at your driving school?
Well, I did that. I did the 6 sessions at driver's ed. That was my only driving. And I drove like once or twice with my mom. One time, my second time driving with my mom, I'm taking a right off my road onto Lakeshore, like go up to Lakewood, right? And my mom like just thought the turn wasn't good enough. And she grabs the wheel and we both yanked it, and we went
No.
right into the fucking ditch right there. And I'm like,
It
and
was
then
her fault.
yeah, well,
Wasn't
she shouldn't have
yours.
grabbed it, and I'm not saying, I don't know if the term was perfect or not. I was 16 or 15 or whatever, but like that was unnecessary. There was no one coming.
Traumatized you.
Yeah, and so I was terrified, and then my dad didn't want to take me anything and he had his truck, so I wasn't gonna drive this big ass truck when I didn't know how to fucking drive at all. And so I ended up, the only driving practice I got was McKenna's mom took me and her and had taught us, well, kind of half taught us how to parallel park one time, and that was ridiculously stressful with like your girlfriend's mom, yelling at you to brake, Darren, brake, Darren. And you're
Turn
like,
it the other way.
yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm so scared. So like, no, bro, it's a scary time getting your license.
But now we're seasoned drivers.
I was a professional driver, bro. You were too. Delivering pizzas, bro. You're getting paid to drive.
Quick.
Getting paid
Especially
to drive.
to do it fast.
Yeah, you can't be crashing. You can't be getting pulled over.
Can't be
You
turning and sliding the pizzas.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be A1 to do that. So, I'm proud of that. What does like what is Kevin's future, Lil Klit's future
See, I
look
have no
like right
clue.
now? Because that's what we're getting
I'm
close to
thinking
the
about
hour mark.
Joining the Navy.
Really?
Yeah, I've been talking to a recruiter.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Why? Why?
Because I want to get out of Wisconsin.
Okay.
Out of Kenosha.
There's other ways.
Go
but
see the world.
it's
I know,
cool.
but like this would be
quick.
quick.
I got a way that I'll pitch it to you after we're done with the show. But there's
This would be
something
like
I'm doing.
quick.
I guess, yeah, you make money doing it, but you think you could do the Marines?
No, not the Marines.
What did you say?
Navy.
Oh, Navy. Okay, I thought you said Marines.
So I'll be on a boat.
Navy. Okay.
So yeah, I've been talking to a recruiter for that.
God, that'd be pretty
Like-
scary, man.
I have a semester left of school. Don't know if I want to finish it.
You've
Don't
always
know
been.
what I want to do with my life, dude. Like,
I know, but that's where it's kind of predatory because that's where they get you. It's the same thing. You're gonna get messages from the fucking Church of Scientology soon because that's what they do. It's what the cults do. I'm not saying the military's a cult, but it's like they get you right when you're at a point where you don't know, you have no direction, you
crossing
feel
road.
lost,
Yeah.
and that's where they get you. They prey on that. So just be careful, man. Make sure. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Shout out to everybody that does go and serve the country. That's amazing. It's fantastic. But if it's not what you actually want to do, I don't think you should do
Yeah,
it.
I know. I've been.
So, I get the
thinking about
texts.
it
I
and
get the
more,
texts.
It was just like, with what just happened in my life, I was like, "Yep, I'm done. Need to get out of
Really?
here."
Yeah.
It's like quickest solution.
There's other ways to
I
get
know.
out that are quick.
But that's right now. That's what my future's.
That's fair. I guess. I mean, like I
Looking
said, you
like-
get paid. You're in good shape.
Good benefits.
Yeah. How long would you do it?
4
You're
years.
just gonna do 4 years?
Yeah. And then if they want me for another 4, if I like it,
Jesus.
go back in.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not for me. I got friends that did it for like school. Like they just
Yeah.
did it out of high school and then they got their college paid for them. That makes a little bit. I like, to me, I could kind of see that, but I don't know, man. It's intense.
And I just had a coworker that only worked at beat-ups for a short amount of time, but like he just got out of the Navy.
Yeah.
He was talking about it. Seems pretty.
You think you could do it
enjoyable.
though? Cause you've been like just knowing you through
Translate.
like I grew up with you, so like we went to high school together and shit. Like I've seen you interact with authority, and you did not do well having to listen to people.
I'm a changed man.
You're a changed man.
That was young me.
I guess you're right. I mean, you went from disrespecting servers to now you are a server.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, there's been some character development. It's been 95 fucking episodes since you've been on. So I mean,
Changed
a lot's
a whole
changed.
lot, dude.
A lot's changed.
So yeah, that's honestly what.
I mean, yeah,
I've
that
been
makes sense.
thinking
You're
about.
single man, don't got a whole lot of bills, don't got a whole
Nothing
lot of
holding me back.
yeah.
Besides my dog.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with
Just
the
give it to
dog?
my parents.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Dog's gonna be sad. You gotta wait till the dog's,
Phew, that's like 16 years, dude.
Okay, well,
17
don't
years.
go then. Stay hang out with the dog. Okay, so when the other question, when I mentioned to a couple people that you're gonna be on, people want to know when's Lil Klit returning? When is
That's
there,
a
is there
good-
is there ever gonna be? Is Lil Klit's music done? Is this like a he's gone, he's passed away? You guys should go stream his music because he's out. Yeah, retired, not passed away. Or will there ever be a Lil Klit
There could
resurgence?
be.
There
Very
could be.
soon here.
Hmm.
Because like things that have happened in my life make me wanna
Make you want to release some demons.
release
in the
all of
booth.
it, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw
That'd
some
be good.
shade.
Yeah. It feels good.
There's
to
a
do
lot
that.
bottled up.
It's music is a great outlet to do so.
See, and I found the gym as one. Never thought I would like the gym.
I'm
Been doing that more
glad.
recently.
I'm seeing it. Yeah, I like it. Gonna
Makes
flex
you
up
feel
for
good,
him?
dude.
No.
There's
Look at that. Look at that. Give it. Come on. Come on.
Not much, but it's better than what it was 3 months ago.
Yeah, when
It's
you're
only up.
a newbie gainer, so you're gonna be gaining a lot
I
of weight.
already gained
fast,
10
man.
pounds.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
And
You're
I
gonna
weighed myself a month ago, so
you're probably gonna gain.
probably gain more.
Yeah, you're probably gonna
Protein
gain a ton.
shakes and feels good though.
Yeah, you feel like you got more energy and stuff now
Yeah.
too. That's good, man. I applaud you for it. It's dope. It's good. Dope to see. Now we are at the hour mark. With you, got any questions for me, dog? It's been a minute.
What's the future look like for Darren?
I mean, you know.
probably get asked that every week, but
I mean, no, not really. Honestly, most time people don't have a question, but
you've planned.
we got a lot of stuff. We got new music coming out. We got a new song coming out in a couple of weeks, so you can pre-save that. I'll post it somewhere. And then working on a lot of music. I'll tell you, there's some stuff I can't talk about, but I'll tell you when we're done.
Come on, dude, just talk about it.
It's some very secretive planning that I have to still iron out the details for. But yeah, I mean, just more music, some newer videos that aren't just the podcast. Plus, I've been talking about it a lot here on the podcast, but we have new podcasts that are just on Patreon and stuff. So, working on those and just tons of stuff. Trying to grow things, trying to get out there.
Got any big collabs coming up?
Any
in the works?
Yes. I will say yes. I can't really speak on it too much, but yeah. So I'm excited.
Big stuff coming for.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe I can secure that little clip feature, and that'll be a big collab. People would love to see that. Man.
Could foresee it.
I mean, dude, it's been 2 years since the last little clip song too. That's crazy. Hysteria.
People don't want me to come out of retirement.
No?
They say you're better off retired. I said okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn,
no one's
bro,
ever
I
said
was
that,
gonna say.
but. Booklet will make his return to the studio one day.
One day.
Maybe under a different alias, whatever it's
Okay.
fucking called.
Change the name. I dig it. Well, Kev, if that's all you got for me, man, I appreciate you being here, man. I know it was tough getting you out here,
Spare
right?
the moment, but
yeah.
always
Got you
down
here. Yeah.
to shoot the shit with you, man.
Yeah, it's good. We're gonna chill here for a minute afterwards, dude. But I really appreciate you coming on. It helps me out a lot. I had people canceling and stuff last minute, so it helps me out when I can just kick it with a good friend of mine. We can talk about ridiculous AI robots taking over the world and stuff. So
strip clubs.
Yeah, strip club. We got into a lot of random
sides of
shit.
the spectrum whenever I'm on the show. You never know.
Exactly.
You could have it laid out, but
yeah. It just goes where it has to. But yeah, so thank you. Shout out to Kevin for being here. I want to say thank you to everybody who watched live, tuned in live, and those who are listening days after or watching days after on YouTube. Also want to say thank you to our patrons for supporting the channel. It should be up on the screen right now. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon or a patron and supporting the channel, you can go to patreon.com/DarrenRita. Post exclusive content over there every single week, including how I make all of my songs, as well as other behind-the-scenes vlogs, early access to certain content, and there's 3 new podcasts that will be only exclusive to Patreon for a very long time, basically. So if you're interested in any of that, you can go to patreon.com/DarrenRita. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month. With all that being said, thank you to Kenosha Auto Insurance for sponsoring this episode. And this has been the 111th episode of the Detox Podcast.